Hey guys, it's Larry Greenberg, and today we're going to take a look at a brand new external charging battery style case solution from Seidio. I have in front of you the Surface Plus and the Convert Plus. This case is essentially available in a ton of different configurations, and I will go through them kind of one by one, but I essentially have them all here available in one pack called the Convert Plus Combo. So as you see here, this box sells for $89.95, and it comes with everything included in here. There are some less expensive options that give you less than what's included in here, and there's an even more expensive option which gives you an extra item, and I'll talk about that as well. So let's crack open this packaging and show you what the Convert Plus and the Surface Plus is all about. So I'm going to start with this case here. This is the Surface Plus. It sells for $69.95, and it comes in 4 different colors: black, red, blue, and purple. And it is an external battery style case with a hot swappable battery. So that is kind of the new trend in battery style cases for the iPhone 4 and 4S, being able to hot swap the battery. So let me first pull out kind of this foam lining, if you will, because that's where the battery is located. Actually, it looks like I'll have to just take the case apart, and I'll come back and show you that in a second. So here is the battery. This is a 1700 milliamp battery that essentially gets inserted into the back plate of the case, like so. And again, this is hot swappable. You can buy these individual batteries for $44.95. The case comes with one. And then it features a bumper style add-on, and that's where the colors come into play. Again, this is available in 4 different colors: black, red, blue, or purple. And the whole thing has like a soft touch material. And essentially it just snaps together around the frame of the case like so. Now I'll put my iPhone 4 in here just so you can see exactly how that all works. You simply slide it on to the sled portion like so, and then you take the bumper style piece and kind of click it all into place, and it all snaps together quite nicely. It takes a little bit of finesse to get it all clicked on, whether you go for like the top or the bottom, doesn't really matter. Just make sure it's all clicked in, and there you go. So this piece, as I mentioned, is a 1700 milliamp hot swappable battery, soft touch feel, 4 colors: black, red, blue, and purple. You get the USB charger so you can charge and sync while your phone is in here. You'll notice on the bottom there is a pass-through port for both charging and syncing, a cutout for the speaker and as well. And not much in the way of lay on the table design with this, but a nice soft touch texture, big, large, open cutout on the back. I did experience the usual flashback issues with cutouts like this. I just try not to use my flash. On the sides, covered volume buttons give you a nice tactile feel when you press them. The vibrate switch is essentially impossible to get to. I just can't get to it in this configuration. I've been finding that I've actually had to remove this to turn the vibrate switch on or off. So it's kind of a problem for me. I'm not sure if it's because this rim is just so far up against the switch itself, but it makes it very difficult to access. Then on the top, you've got a nice large shallow cutout for your headset, and then a covered button for the sleep awake. This does not give you good feedback. Unlike the volume buttons, which I think give you a little bit better feel, this one's a little bit stiffer. You don't really feel like you're pressing everything. Even though it works just fine, I'm finding it a little bit on the stiff side. So $69.95 again for this configuration. Then you can jump up to what they call the Surface Plus Combo, and that includes a holster. Now I don't have the holster for this one here, but essentially it will be like this one right here, and you will be able to stick the Surface Plus into a holster that fits it and carry it around on your belt. What I have is the Convert Plus Combo, which essentially gives you this extra piece, which provides a tremendous amount of protection. We'll get that on in a second. And then the holster to fit this combo. Now that whole thing sells for $89.95 as well. And then there's one extra package. You can go for the Convert Plus Value Pack, which gives you everything you see here and the holster for the Surface Plus by itself. So you'll get like 2 holsters. So essentially what Seidio has done is created a battery style case that allows you to choose not only what they say, your level of power, meaning you can have as many of these backup batteries to hot swap as you want, and your level of protection by choosing to rock it kind of in the slimmest fashion like this, or use the Convert Plus add-on to make it really, really protective. So what I want to do is slide the box out of the way and show you what this thing looks like with the Convert Plus add-on attached. Now this has two pieces. It has a silicone piece, which you're going to put on first, like so. Place it all around the phone, like so. Does go on one way. And then take the plastic frame and snap it into place, like so. And just make sure that, you know, all the grooves are like lined up and everything. And there you go. Now it's all on. So let's talk about like the battery. As I was putting it on, you could see that there are LED indicators that let you know how much power you have remaining in here. There is a button right on the right hand side, which hopefully you can make out the little logo for it in the rubber silicone piece. 4 LEDs let you know how much power is remaining. There also is a microphone pass through right there, which hopefully you can make out. So there's no issues with the microphone while you're talking being covered up or anything like that. Speaker also, even when it's in the Convert Plus, still has a nice accessible hole. And then the sync pass-through port gets covered by a rubber piece, but you can still access it. On the side here, volume buttons that are rubberized. Again, almost impossible to access that vibrate switch. I simply can't get to it, whether it's because my fingers are too big or, as I mentioned, I think because it's too close to this edge. Headset jack and secondary mic also get covered by a flap, but peels up quite nicely. And then you actually get better feedback when you have the Convert Plus combo on, because now you're pressing rubber instead of that hard plastic. On the back, the camera has this flap over it, which you got to kind of have to pry at to get to. And I've experienced this with other, you know, camera coverings like this. Very hard to get it open. You can see I'm having a lot of trouble getting it open. It does have a little notch there to latch it onto, but as you can see, I can't get it open. So I don't like this at all. If you use your camera a lot, this is going to present a problem for you when you want to shoot pictures quickly. The Griffin Survivor case had this same thing, and it was a complete fail. So there, I got it out now, and you can take the little nub and stick it into the hole so it locks it out of the way. At least that's what it's supposed to do. And I have tested this, and it does. There you go. So it locks it out of the way when you're taking pictures. If it's me, I'm probably cutting this thing off. I just, you know, I take a lot of pictures with my phone, and I find it really hard, as you can see, to get that thing out when it comes time to shoot a picture. So I probably cut that off, or maybe leave like a little bit of it sticking out. Now, once the Surface Plus has the Convert Plus placed on top, now you do get some lay on the table, as you can see, quite a bit. This is super protective. It's also very heavy, of course. You know, this is going to be a case for someone that needs both, again, maximum protection and maximum power. The plastic feels real nice along with the rubberized grip. Feels very solid in the hand. Now, when it comes time to swap the battery, you got to do some work. You got to pull everything off, of course. Pull the plastic frame off first, like so. Then the rubberized piece. Then the frame that goes around, or the bumper. Then take your phone out, like so. And then you can get to the battery to hot swap it with another one. Then you put it all back together. Now, it doesn't take that long, a couple minutes, and you're back in business. But just keep in mind, it's not like the easiest process as far as, you know, hot swapping a battery. You do have to do some work, but not enough that I think it makes it, you know, a knock on the case itself. So let's get this all back together real quick. And you can see that whole process took me, what, like less than a minute. So let's get all this back, and I want to show you the holster finally. So I grab that and bring it in a frame. The holster essentially is a bottom loading holster. You can swivel all the way into either the horizontal or the vertical position. What's great about it, it has a locking mechanism as well. So normally you can flip this thing out, no problem. If you want to make sure that it stays in here, this little piece right here locks the top clip and make sure that this does not come out at all. Possible to get this out right now. You have to pop this down in order to do it. You can use this one-handed. There's no problem getting it in and out with only one hand while it's on your belt, which is nice. And I like that the locking mechanism is there to keep this inside the holster when you need it to be there. So that has been a brief, somewhat brief, look at all of the different configurations for Seidio's new Surface and Convert Plus. Again, there's like 5 different combinations. The Surface Plus, which is the least expensive, that's just the battery with the case. 4 colors for $69.95. You make that the combo and you get a holster, or you go for the Convert Plus combo, which is what you see right here in front of you. That's the smaller battery style case with the protective layers and the holster for that. $89.95, or you go for the Convert Plus value pack, which is everything for basically $100. 2 holsters, 2 different cases, the battery, and all that good stuff. And then you can always add 1 extra battery for $44.95. So this has turned into one of my lengthier reviews, and I apologize for that, but there's a lot to cover with this battery case. If you have any questions about anything I discussed here today, please, you can drop me a line or leave me a comment below. And otherwise, you have a great day. Please be sure to check out my 2 latest videos. Please like this video, leave a comment below, and of course, subscribe for more content.